One really cool thing about Branstrom that I have not seen on another course, and I'm wondering if you guys have this on any of your local courses, is right at the hole 1 tee pad, there's a disc loaning station. This is super cool, and usually, guys, it's packed full. And it's just emptied out right now. You hate to see it. I'm guessing somebody came through and cleared it, but that's not good for the sport. That's bad karma coming your way. Hopefully we can get that filled back up. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Today we are taking on Branstrom Disc Golf Course in Fremont, Michigan. I'm not too familiar with this course. I know it's very gettable, quite a few short holes, but we will be battling the woods today. So pack that bug spray, keep an eye out for a Bigfoot, and let's go toss some plastic. And here we are, guys, hole 1 at Branstrom Park, and today's goal, do not spend too much time looking for discs. We're starting with a par 3, 317 feet. You just want to throw dead straight, get a left finish, but there are some trees right in the middle of this fairway. Don't hit it. And that's one of those trees in the middle of the fairway. Here we go. We still have probably 110 feet to the basket. Alrighty, nice little 10-footer for the par. Hole 2, 300 feet, dead straight through the woods. We have another grouping of trees in the middle of the fairway. You may notice that is a reoccurring theme here at Branstrom. Definitely a little short, but we'll take it. All right, guys, we still have about 50 feet for the birdie. Let's see if we can knock this down and gain a little momentum on our round here. Come on. Oh, no. For the par. As you can tell, guys, it is an absolutely beautiful morning in Michigan. I'm already in the shorts and t-shirt, and it's only about 7:30 in the morning, which is crazy because I tried to film yesterday and I couldn't throw very well because I was in my snow pants. Michigan's pretty wild. Let me know, what extreme conditions have you disc golfed in? Let me hear the stories. Hole 3, 240 feet. This is a pretty stock hyzer shot, but it is slightly uphill and there's a good amount of congestion up there. I think that'll be a pretty good shot. We definitely crashed a lot earlier than I thought we did, but luckily we have this little window here for about a 26-foot straddle putt. Let's go. Hole 4, 340 feet, and this is one of the holes I was talking about where it's really easy to lose a disc. We have a really narrow gap to hit in the beginning, uphill, trees in the fairway, and if you go off the fairway, it is very dense. That was the best drive I've ever had on this hole. Last time I had to look for my disc for like 25 minutes. I cannot tell you guys how excited I am about this drive. I was so worried to play this hole today. I've never thrown it well, and the old Star Valkyrie came through again perfectly. Hole 5, I have no idea how many feet this is, but it's a very similar shot, dead straight with a left finish. Really good looking shot. I'll be honest with you guys, I am so thankful that I threw this disc so low. I'm just gonna chalk this up as complete luck and move on to the next one. Luckily, guys, they do have these nice signs pinned right on the tree. It would have been really easy to think, oh, just take the really nice cleared path. But obviously we gotta take a left. So this should take us right to the next hole. Hole 6, pretty straightforward, dead straight, 230 feet. You can get a little ace run going here. Hopefully we get our T signs back, and I personally believe that you shouldn't need U-disc to play a disc golf course. Really happy with this shot, only about 11 feet. And guys, I am absolutely in love with this PFN Champion Rhino. I played with my buddy Cole the other day. We did a trade and I got this gem. I've been looking for one for like a solid year because I'm cheap and I'm not paying top dollar for all these discs. But this is an absolute gem. Shout out to Cole. All right, guys, I had to break out U-Disc. First time on the channel needing to do that. There's a good amount of blind holes and the T signs have completely left the chat. But we're on hole 7, 228 feet uphill. All right, I'll take that luck any day. We have a bit of an accidental heater going, guys, but that goes to show you, if you can throw a disc straight, you'll usually work out just fine on most disc golf holes. I walked out of the path and it says we're on hole 6. So I have no idea what's going on. I don't know what day of the week it is anymore or what park I'm playing at. But on U-Disc, the only layout that they have is for all 24 holes. So I'm guessing we played some alts, but it's just not laid out the best. And on U-Disc, hole 6 is a completely different footage. So things are just a little wonky around here, but I like to keep it authentic. So if you come through and play this course, you might find yourself in a very similar situation. But if I recall, this hole is an absolute meat hook left, 334 feet. Oh wow, I heard a lot of tree hits. It must be a pretty low ceiling. Definitely a low ceiling. It would have been worth spending a whopping 20 seconds to scout this hole, but we still have about 100-foot approach shot, and of course we're going with the Jaguar. Leaving us with about 15 feet for the par. You guys ever just playing your disc golf round, you walk up like this slight incline hill, you get to the top, you're trying to catch your breath, and then some trail runner on like mile 32 just goes flying past you, and then you really just kind of sit there and like question your physical health, or maybe it's just a me thing. Just keep in mind, guys, as we play through the rest of this round, our hole 18 will probably be about hole 16, but right now we're on hole 7, par 3, 255 feet, dead straight down a pretty tight tunnel. Don't hit the tree. Oh, we caught it. Oh guys, we did manage to fight up here quite a ways, but we're left with this really awkward, low ceiling putt. Got to drop to a knee, Tim Tebow style, about 28 feet. Oh. The old knees aren't what they used to be anymore. Hole 9 break, while I'm getting absolutely munched on by mosquitoes, because that is Michigan. In the evenings or in the shade, all summer long, you are nothing but a walking snack for the mosquitoes. But I want to know, how many discs do you guys bag? I know I've made a lot of jokes about tryhards, and a lot of that stems from a few people I met when I was discing in Salt Lake City. It's really common down there for people to use baby strollers as disc carts, and I saw a couple people with 50 to 60 discs that they would bring with them at all times. I thought it was rather hysterical because they just had no consistency. They didn't get to really learn any of their drivers. On the flip side, if you are ever out playing and you see an older gentleman or female who only are carrying 3 discs in their hand, watch out, because they are probably gonna smoke you. They're gonna have 1 distance driver, 1 mid-range, and 1 putter that they have been throwing every day since 1998, and they will absolutely wipe the floor with you. My bag when I'm traveling is usually about 25 because I like to just have everything for the situation, but even then, I hate having discs that are too similar to each other, so I just want you to, holy mosquitoes, I just want you guys to let me know, how many discs do you usually bag? Oh guys, now the sign says hole 10. There's been these 2 dudes ripping around in a gator all morning. They just pulled it off to the side of this fairway. They went up there to do I don't know what. I know this is a really tight tunnel shot and I might end up blocking it, but I tried to move this bench over here to put the tripod on. It's cemented to the ground, so there's just a whole lot going on. But we have hole 10, 195 feet, dead straight. Nice, we made it through the gap. We might have a kind of a long putt. I'm guessing that this whole area is usually filled with water, but because it's dried up, we're not OB. We still have probably about 35 feet for the two. Oh my goodness, the putting has been dialed lately. Hole 11, 242 feet. This is a really tight lane. Probably better for somebody who has confidence in their sidearm, but that is definitely not me. So I'm just gonna try to throw it nice and slow up the middle. Got some good ground play on that one. It's really nice when all of that time you've spent practicing putting finally comes to light. I know it's the hardest part of disc golf. A lot of people don't like to practice putting too much, but yesterday I shot a new PR at my local course, McGrath. Today I'm playing really well. It just feels really good when all of the practice just kind of clicks together. And I've spent a lot of time practicing. So it pays off, guys. You just got to put in the time, and mindset is a big part of it. Just stay positive and the putts will fall. We got a really nice skip up that hill. We still have probably about an 18-foot straddle putt. Oh my God. That even, great time for a putting speech. Still have about a 12-footer for the par. Hole 12, this is a really cool one. We're throwing over this little valley here. It's only 141 feet dead straight, so we're gonna do a full ascend, but if you hit an early tree, I think you could possibly be farther away from the hole than you are on the tee pad. Oh, hit a guardian tree. We have this kind of goofy putt with this tree right in the middle of the basket, about 10 foot. Hole 13, things are about to heat up quite a bit, I think. 348 feet, pretty much a full anhyzer shot the whole way. There is a hyzer lane over here, but I've never tried that one, so I'm just gonna go to what I know. Turn, oh no. Oh. I think that tree kick helped us a lot. I was about to hyzer out. To be honest, guys, hyzering out may have been better. We're still about 80 feet from the basket, a million trees in the way. I'm just gonna go with the hyzer putt and try to get close. Oh my goodness. Got a little bit of a roll away, nothing too serious though. We still have about 15 feet for the par. Hole 14, U-Disc has this at 309 feet, but I can't see the basket. I'm just gonna try to throw dead straight. And when I get in these unfamiliar tight woods courses, my go-to is always my Star Valkyrie. It's good to have a comfort disc for the woods. That's just kind of your go-to on every tight fairway shot. You can build up really good repetition with it. I knew as soon as I gave that speech, I was destined to hit the first tree available. Well, after a quick recon, the basket is just tucked up there at the end of the tunnel, off to the left a little bit. I would guess we probably still have about 200 feet. We didn't get much off of that drive. Oh, it's not good. Definitely hasn't been our best hole, but we still have a chance to save par with about a 70-foot putt. Too wide. For the old bogey. Hole 15, 242 feet, an absolutely dead straight tunnel shot. Oh, I think I threw that too hard. Hit a tree. Oh boy, that might be a rough spot. It was definitely not a hex throw. Way too much stability on that. We probably have about an 85-foot uphill ante putt. Oh. Nice run. For the par. Hole 16, 256 feet, Slight anti-shot. I know the woods are very dark here, guys, and the baskets are just a very plain steel color. They're very hard to see even in person, so that's something else to keep in mind when you play here. But I'm just gonna take the Discraft Breeze and throw it up there and see what happens. Dead straight. That'll be a long putt. Probably our 85th straddle putt of the day, about 27 feet. Oh man, hate to see it. For the par. Hole 17, 403 feet, dead straight through the woods. This is not a hole I would ever even consider going for. We're just gonna try to play it easy and hopefully walk away with the par. And these dudes in the gator, I swear, they're just following me. I've seen them on like 5 holes now. 2 overturned. That's gonna be a rough spot. Well, guys, in a tournament, I 100% would just pitch out right now. I don't think anything good is about to happen, but of course we're gonna go for it with a giant Piwaka Waka shot. I think we're still in the woods, but we made it up there ways. I will take this any day of the week. Not very often I can pull that off. This would probably be the best, one of the best par saves I've ever had. We still have about 70 feet downhill. Oh, good run. For the bogey. And rounding off Branstrom Disc Golf Course, we have this really neat hole 18. It's only 203 feet, but it's probably like 85 feet downhill. This is very unique. I'm just gonna hug this right side and maybe we'll end on an ace. Oh, nope, but we got a good putt. Ending on a nice tree-assisted birdie. Well, guys, that wraps up Branstrom Disc Golf Course in Fremont, Michigan. This is a really tough one for me to rate because it has a lot of good qualities, but the bad qualities really bring the score down. I'm gonna start with some of the negatives first. Obviously, guys, the T signs. I think that they added alts and they just didn't put T signs on the alts. It's not the biggest deal, but it does get pretty confusing. And the other downside is Branstrom is so dark because there's so many trees and all the baskets are just the plain steel color and they are very hard to see. Even in real life when you're playing here, the baskets are almost impossible to see on some of the holes. Another thing about Branstrom is there was a few times on the tee pad or even an upshot, a jogger or a dog walker would come flying through. So just make sure you pay attention and that won't be a factor. And now the upside of Branstrom. Branstrom has great elevation change. They have a lot of very unique holes, which I love. The fairways are pretty true. There's only like 1 or 2 holes that kind of feel like you're playing Plinko through there trying to get lucky. Other than that, they're very true. I would definitely say Branstrom is more of an advanced level course. You can come here as a beginner and you can enjoy the great scenery, but there's a good chance you're gonna lose a disc. Going off the fairways here can be devastating, and the leaves, it can be really easy to just slide right under the leaves. Overall, I'm gonna give Branstrom the solid, well-rounded score of a 7. This course could very easily hit that 8 or even a little higher, but like I said, those downsides can really make or break a game, especially playing in bigger groups. You can spend a lot of time looking for discs, and it's so hard to see the baskets. And as always, guys, I hope you liked today's video. Now it's your turn to go toss some plastic.